Everyone's looking for that sexy one-person business these days, and they're looking too hard and they're missing something right underneath their nose. If you already own crypto, you are sitting on a gold mine to run a one-person business. You can be monetizing your assets, getting involved in DeFi, decentralized finance, and make an easy $5, $10, $15,000 a month. This is something that will depend on two things: your risk tolerance and your portfolio size. If you're someone that has $50,000, you could easily make $5,000 a month off the lowest risk assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, if not more. $5K a month is going to be super, super easy. If you're someone that has $100,000, you're looking at $10,000 a month. Super, super easy, no risk. If you're someone that has $5,000, you're probably looking more at that $500 to $600 range on low risk, but you can go higher risk positions with things like meme coins, where you're making still $100 a day off $5,000, which is $3,000 a month, by the way. My point being is if you're in crypto, you are sitting on the opportunity of a lifetime. You can take your favorite assets that you already believe in, and you can get involved in liquidity pools, in DeFi, which all DeFi is taking power away from the big man. It's taking power away from Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, away from all these big corporate exchanges that are robbing people blind, charging them fees. They're the bad guys. They're robbing people blind, nickel and diming everybody. And everyone doesn't know the difference. They're not educated enough to know the difference, so they're happy to give away all their money in fees, and they end the year with less money than they started with. When people learn how to actually navigate on-chain and use their crypto, they get the best rates possible. They're swapping fees on Uniswap, Aerodrome, Orca, whatever blockchain they're on is going to have its own decentralized exchanges. Now, you as someone interested in running a one-person business, you have the opportunity to actually be the one that's providing the assets to the decentralized exchange, where you're able to say, for instance, everyone wants to buy Ethereum, or even if everyone's wanting to sell Ethereum, you're able to take your Ethereum, put it in the decentralized exchange with some USDC in there, let's just say. And as people are buying Ethereum with USDC, or they're selling their Ethereum into USDC, you're getting paid their marginal swap fees that they're paying. Instead of paying $5 at a time or $50 or $100, depending on the swap size on Coinbase, they're paying 50 cents, $5, $2, a couple bucks. And that gets divided amongst everyone that's providing liquidity to the exchange. So depending on how many people are swapping, which is usually millions a day, millions in volume, it gets divided amongst all the people that are providing liquidity. So if you're in a liquidity pool of $500,000 and you're $50,000 of it, you're getting 10% of those swap fees for the day, which again, there's millions coming through. There's millions of dollars of volume coming through, and there's just tons of fees coming in. And guys, if you position yourself correctly and you're picking quality assets, or even if you do go a little degen now and then, and you pick some meme coins that people are kind of scared of to even speculate on, much less actually provide to the liquidity pool, you can make crazy money. You can make crazy money. And I have 105 students inside my community doing it too. They're making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month. And again, it's going to depend on your capital size. It's going to depend on your risk tolerance. I have one of my guys I teach one-on-one. He has over $1 million portfolio, very low risk tolerance, but he makes between $2,000 and $9,000 a day. But again, he's working with $1 million, very low risk tolerance. I have one of my students, Kyle. I'm not sure if I should name drop or not. One of my students, Kyle, is not working with $1 million in crypto. In fact, he's working with probably around $20,000 in terms of DeFi. But there's a couple positions he has that has about $2,000 to $3,000 in there that's making him $400 to $500 a day. Insane APRs. He has positions that are making over 2% each and every day because he's willing to take on a little more risk than the guy with $1 million. Hopefully that makes sense. But it's working out very well, and he's already risk-free, so now he's just playing with house money. And that's the whole point of DeFi as the business. That's the whole point of the business side of DeFi, is that I'm able to take the assets I already own, already love, already believe in, and monetize them. And then I can use that money to open risk-free positions on the house. And then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just like you're running a casino, except it doesn't matter if anyone wins or loses. You just want them to come and buy your assets. So actually, it's more like running an ATM. You run in a virtual ATM for whatever assets you choose. And as people are getting routed through you, their transactions are all going through you because you're the cheapest possible, but the little fees they do pay, they're just stacking up. And you're just raking it in. You're providing the most passive service, one-person business you could ever provide. You're taking your hard-earned time and money that you've bought your assets you believe in with, say Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, and you're putting it up on the exchange again, and you're monetizing. Is it that simple? Almost. There's a little more to it. You want to learn how to actually deposit into the protocol, set the right ranges, make sure you stay in range and are printing fees for a long time, and come up with an actual game plan of what to do with the profits. Like, do I take the profits and roll it back into the same pool? Do I take the profits and open a new pool, risk-free? Do I take the profits and just buy more Bitcoin and Ethereum every month? The beauty of DeFi is it is completely modular to however you want to play it, no matter your capital level, no matter your experience level, no matter what country or place you were born in. You can do it from anywhere in the world that you have an internet connection. Fuck, you could do it with Starlink in freaking Antarctica if you wanted to. You could do it with Starlink from the damn moon if you wanted to, guys. It is so easy. You just have to get started. If you want help one-on-one with me, you can book a call. The link is in my description. I have students making $500 a day. I have students making $2,000 a day, all over the place. Guys making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month. Again, it just really depends on what assets you believe in and like, and what your risk tolerance is. And whatever that may be, we're gonna find out together and monetize those assets and use that money to cash flow your dream life. Whether it's for the expenses in your life, whether that's a mortgage or a car, or whether that's just to buy more assets so down the road when Bitcoin is 250K, 500K, you have as much Bitcoin as possible. Click that link in my description, and if not, YouTube says, watch this video.